Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to kick off to some Apex Legends. It's going to be a very good run today with a lot of new teams jumping on board in our new tournament series for season 2 of our Core Battle League's Legacy series. It's going to be a blast, and I am your host. Before we start, want you to know a few things. First of all, thank you for coming. We are about to kick off into some fun Apex, and I'm going to break it all down. But to start off, just want you to go ahead and show support to the stream, share it on social media. Go ahead and get this rolling because we want to take things off for this season. Last season, we had amazing viewership, amazing players, top players in the world, and we're going to get into all that shortly. So excited for today with a lot of great teams, but I do want to talk about where we came from and where we're going. With that in mind, let's get it. You are now in tuned to Court Battle League's tournament series. We are live from Court Battle Studios, brought to you by courtbattle.com and madgamer.com, where we give you nothing but the best of Apex Legends tournament series, plus some very cool insight into the future and present and possibly the past of Apex competitive and overall the experience that we had. As you can see here on both sides in the studio, it's very bright and lit up, but you can see on the left and the right where we're looking at the new season trailers. These trailers are very special and I'm loving what I'm seeing. I actually got to play multiple hours of the new map with the new legend and so much more. It was top tier experience. The launch is actually very smooth. A lot of times when a season open up, there's millions of players trying to get in and it's not as smooth, but this year it ran very smooth. I got into games quick. Everything worked properly. The new legend Ash is crazy fun to use her ultimate. I really love that. On top of that, the new gun, the car, a submachine gun that really might replace my two favorite guns in the game, which is a Vault and the R99. Those are literally my two favorites. And it might get replaced with this gun. I honestly believe it is that good to get used to. It's a lot of recoil, but very exciting. On top of that, the most important newest feature is a full map, a brand new map, and there's a lot of details that I won't get into, but I just wanted to announce that, get that out of the way. We're gonna be playing on the new map. The new legends are available, the new weapons are available, everything new is here for you guys. I'm excited, I'm blessed. And we're not gonna do any videos or anything today, but we want to tribute all of the amazing champions who played last season. First and foremost, before we get started, these events are pretty much professional esports at its finest, but we are not the official Apex Legends tournament series. That it goes to ALGS, which is Apex Legends Global Series, and they are running things right now. You should go check them out. Just Google it and you'll find everything about them. They are the top tier where the pro players go, but we've had pro players. In fact, we've had the world champions competing in our tournaments as well. So it's been a crazy fun ride, and I've been very blessed and lucky enough to bring last season to you. And this is just the start of our new season, officially the first qualifier. And I wanted to explain to the players as well as the viewers and everybody what to expect. We don't have every single detail down for you guys today for display, but my verbs will explain. And we have a couple of templates to break down what is going on. We're going to talk about today's tournament in a minute, but I wanted to start off with the future and what is going on. First and foremost, you're going to be playing in qualifiers. These qualifiers are allowing any player and every player all over the world to get in on these tournaments right now. And it's very important to understand. All you have to do is come to our Discord, sign up, and you are officially in. And go right ahead and do that right now. Show support to us and get involved with what we have. Every player is welcome. Just because you get into the qualifier doesn't mean you will win. As you can see here, getting into the qualifier means you have to compete and win, and you can advance into the majors. This year, we're adding a couple of really cool twists and turns that are going to be special. And what's going to happen now is every single qualifier, we will get one champion that will qualify officially to the majors. And then the top two right after them, so basically the top three, will have considerations and will enter a pre-majors tournament, which will allow them to get themselves officially in. So you can basically have multiple chances, and you can keep signing up to these qualifiers, hoping that you make it through to the next round. So with that in mind, that is how that is going to start. We're changing a lot of these things. It's going to be a lot of teams in the majors, and there's going to be only 20 in the championship. And this is just a quick overview of how it's going. And to give you a better understanding, for this month of November, we have non-stop events all month long for every player and every team to actually enjoy and to be a part of. And it's gonna be a good time for that. If you look carefully here, today is November 2nd. That is the first tournament that we have. It's free to enter. It's a qualifier. Everybody is eligible to enter in all of these events. This Thursday, we have another one of these that you can also enter. Let's say you're a team that didn't win today, you can still enter back in. We allow teams to get in through there. So with that in mind, go ahead, take this calendar down, go to our social medias, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or whichever platform you really like. Find us there, and you will see all of this information, and you can contact me directly, Mad Gamer, and I'll gladly guide you on board. The easiest way to sign up, and the only way, is through the Discord. So you want to head over there and get your chance to jump on board. That is the system. That is the format. All right. And we're about to get this match started right now. And I hope you guys are ready and excited about this, because the best part is just going to begin. But these are the two things that you want to pay attention to. The calendar, you have multiple chances to play and qualify, as well as multiple chances to advance. Okay, so playing is one thing and making it through is another. And once again, I'll just display a quick view of how the system is going to work. The beginning games are for the community. Everybody is welcome to enter these qualifiers. If you make it, you will 100% be locked in to the majors. But if you're one of the top 3 teams for that tournament, you have a chance when we have the major qualifiers. So basically, teams that weren't officially eligible can still compete to try and get in. It's going to be a fun kind of playoff for you to play in to the majors. So it's going to be an exciting thing, and we'll get more into that as that comes. But we have a whole month long of qualifiers, so we're going to stick to that. Okay, I think that's more than enough when it comes to the actual format. We're going to get into the format so you can see what is going on. This year, we will have many new formats for you guys to figure out and enjoy. So understand that. All right. But the one catch in all of this is we will change it depending on the players. All right. Match point is our fundamental start for all of our events. I'm going to explain that right now so you can know, for those that are playing and for those that want to play. But we will have different formats, something that you might like highest scores, the traditional kill race, and a whole bunch of different styles. But the main focus will be match point. And the way that works is the teams will enter and they can score points through placement and eliminations. Every elimination will multiply every round. First round will be 1 point, second round will be 2 points, third round will be 3 points, and so on and so on. Placements, as you can see, 12 points for first place, 9 points for the second place team. Third place team gets 7 points. So we're going to be playing a lot of games because these teams have to reach 50. Once they reach 50, and they will end up winning this tournament and moving on. If they can get to 50, then be number one in the next game. That's how the system works. It's very simple. And once again, every team is fighting to get to 50 using placement and elimination points. Once they reach 50, their goal is to get first place overall. That is the system. That is the setup. That is how it all works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you, and we are very excited about what's to come. And with that in mind, we're going to get this match rolling very shortly here. We hope you guys enjoy today's tournaments. And once again, before we get started, won't y'all say hi to me? Have y'all said hi, hello? Come say hi to me, talk to me on the stream. There is a 5-minute delay because we do not want stream sniping. We want to protect the players. We want to keep it interesting. With that in mind, support me. This is a very, very, very large job to do, and I'm pretty much all alone here. I have See the One You Envy who keeps scores for me, and I need a lot of help. So I am hiring more players as we go forward. So with that in mind, I think we're officially starting this, and I'm so excited. I can't even begin to tell you guys how excited I am about this new season and about the games that we're about to see with Ash, but most of all, the map. All right, we're going to Storm Point, and I'll break Storm Point down. I'll help you guys understand what it's offering and what it looks like and what it's really all about in just a second. All right, so enjoy. Hope you're excited as I am, and thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to interact and engage with me and say hello and show me love. I will be trying to interact back. We do try to keep it a little more professional for presentation purposes, but we also are changing the format to make it more community focused, especially during the qualifiers where you matter the most. And I just need your support and love you guys so much for making me feel even more purposeful with everything I do. And so thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of today, thank Lord it's finally here. I worked very hard to get this ball rolling. It's the first game of the new season. We want more players, so feel free to get yourself involved and into this as we go forward. We're going to have a small base here to get the ball rolling for today, but then as the future goes, we'll have multiple servers with, you know, 40 teams, 60 teams, and a whole lot more with your help as we go forward. Shout out to one of my biggest supporters, Richard, who's always in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by. Let's get the ball rolling in game one right now, folks. Enough talk. It is game time, and man, oh man, I am excited. As you can see, the brand new map looks incredible. And before we even watch a player, I'm gonna fly through the sky and look with the eagle eye of all of these locations, guys. We're going to take a quick look as the matches begin and everybody's dropping. We might miss a little bit of action, but as you can see, this map looks incredible and there's so much to see. We won't be able to get through in one game, but we will come back and check it all out throughout the tournament. As you can see, just incredible overall landscapes, and we'll get into detail as we go. But man, oh man, here we are. So I hope you guys enjoy what you're about to see. It's gonna be a fun ride. A lot of new teams entered in today, and we want to keep it very, very user friendly when it comes to allowing anybody to enter these tournaments. Of course, those that qualify usually are the top teams in the world, but that does not mean that we don't have some really good newcomers that might end up being champions someday. So a couple of things about this map that I want to explain is they have a lot of new elements. All right, a lot of these zip lines, they have these pods where you can jump to other locations, and they also have some really cool new wildlife nests. Okay, these wildlife nests are very interesting, and you'll see some team going to a wildlife nest right away, possibly, and it's very useful to say the least. And I'll explain it when we see one. Basically, they're just like Lifeline, where they drop upgrades to your gear. So it's a really cool mechanic and awesome stuff. And when we're talking about awesome stuff, Junior gets taken down. Team Raven Horizon are looking for the fight, but they are backing off, and they might jump right into what I was talking about, and we're going to see them escape out of this situation unless they're going to revive their teammate. We will see. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and enjoying this with me. I hope everyone's so far enjoying the event. We're going to keep on rolling. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and hanging out. And ladies and gentlemen, right here, Horizon already down a player and trying to figure that out, and it doesn't look like they're gonna pick them up. They're a little bit afraid here. Sometimes you gotta get aggressive, and they didn't want that fight, and it's not a good fight to pick when they're this in a disadvantage. And I guess this is a good strategy not to take the fight, and I would possibly take that jump tower and get all the way out of here. And these things are really cool. As you can see right here, it basically takes you to a specific location. You cannot alter where you land. It is always going to land you in these locations. So it is a cool way to traverse. And I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Thank you guys for the follows and for the support on the chat. We appreciate you guys so much. And we do want more teams to get involved in this, so feel free to get to the Discord, get yourself involved. Through there is the only way to get involved in these, and it's that easy just to get into the Discord and get involved. And as we see right now, Horizon's still in the fight, picking off some shots and then backing off from that fight. You'd like to see aggressive play when necessary. One thing I like about this map, it has a little bit of everything. You can see we have vehicles, we have the jump tower, new jump tower formats, the zip lines everywhere, and there's a lot more to discuss when it comes to the actual maps. And I hope you guys enjoy it. As we can see right now, Horizon trying to find their way, and they're going to move around, and they're already in the ring, so they're sitting comfortable here. We will see how it goes. And look at this, we got the team owner from the Raven clan playing, and I did not notice this was him rocking a vault and a 30-30. That 30-30 has been getting upgraded more and more. At first was a little weak when it released, and now they're bringing it back to some fire. And they just walked into an ambush, and now they're gonna have to try to resolve and figure out what they can do. And they did escape here, but I'm sure they're getting chased, and it's gonna be a dangerous situation. And they get out of there quickly. As you see, seeing PG doing a good job of suppressing them and taking them out. Again, there's a lot of new teams today that we're featuring. Team PG trying to make a name for themselves. We allow and welcome everybody to be a part of this as we go forward. And man, oh man, what greatness do we have here from PG, grabbing that lifeline, and she's still very viable. I've noticed a lot of people picking her lately, this past season, for some reason, and really loving what she offers. As you can see right now, shots being fired in a great third party attack here. They're gonna go ahead and push this. As you can see, the brand new locations in Apex are top tier, and they're really, really nice to see. A whole new environment and whole new setup. It is gonna be a blast. And man, oh man, should be good. And we're gonna allow this sound to play out and let you guys get a better listen into the new sounds, see if there's any upgrades, give you guys a chance to enjoy that very quickly.
Let's explore this way.
Car SMG here.
Hostile over there.
Yeah, someone's out there. Target over there.
All right, and that's a little bit of sound just to give you guys something to hear, to see how Apex is sounding. Everything matters to me. The update is not just about a new map, it's also about weapon balance, you know, gameplay, more fluidity, a lot of little details that are very, very important. And we're seeing teams surviving right now. We watching a brand new team, ODU, in the building, taking care of business, doing some work here, trying to get some action in, as one of their teammates has already downed took another player out. But they are currently looking for a team, and they have Team Alpha right here, Omega. And it's about to go down as they wipe out another Raven clan and cleaning them up. Very dangerous situation. Team Omega doing a good job right now. Again, looking very good. I'm loving the new map. It just feels fresh, and that's what we need as players. It's very exciting, and there's a lot to talk about the map, but there's also a lot to talk about the weapons and also the legends. For example, right now we're looking at Team Chad Team Chad rocking Ash, and Ash is so good. I enjoyed her this morning. I played about 3 to 4 hours today, just running with Ash mainly. And her ultimate really got me out of some crazy situations. I actually clutched up. I'm not the greatest player here. I'm not a, pro player or anything like that, but came in clutch for my team, escaping ambushes and third parties and letting us all ambush people as well using her portal, which to me is way better than Wraith's portal. So she might replace Wraith. She might even replace Octane. I mean, we will see how the meta shifts with her abilities, but I believe the map is also going to shift her abilities. And talking about shift, you see these creatures in the lands. The reason why they're important is because as you take them out, you actually can get upgrades. It's just like Lifeline's care package drops higher upgrades than what you have. These creatures, when you kill them in this map, they will drop better upgrades than what you have, which is a critical thing. Look at this right now as Valkyrie finds her escape, and it's a ambush here as Team Blue trying to get in and doing a good job here so far, pushing the pace, and they're going to take this fight right here. And just a smart move by them to get super aggressive. Amazing shots here with the longbow, one of my favorite weapons, and he also has the car, which might replace my R99 or Vault, so I'm loving this also. Shout out to everybody watching, and I appreciate y'all coming on board. In the middle of this cast, we're going to be focusing on the action and getting in there. In between the games, we can talk a little. Remember, there's a 5-minute delay. With that in mind, Team Blue doing a good job right here, cleaning up shop very well and chasing down another team, as we see right here. It's looking like Omega is going at it with Team Blue, and Team Blue's pushing in heavy with a nice Eva shots, perfectly done. And look at the car in action, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a first look at the brand new weapon. Amazing stuff. This right here is kind of spectacular. Honestly, it's one of those guns where it's the first gun you want to pick up when you drop, and the reason why is because it can carry 2 types of ammo. So the moment you drop, if you pick up a car and you only find light ammo, you can still use the car. If you find heavy ammo, you can still use it. So what I did when I was playing today was I consistently picked up heavy or light, no matter what, just in case I can pick up a car and be ready for action automatically. So it kind of helped my looting be a lot easier in the couple hours that I did play. I haven't played a lot of hours because this season just began, but it is really looking good and I'm super excited about it. But yes, so this gun is gonna be top tier material, and shout out to Team Blue doing some work here. They're putting in some serious work. We only have 9 teams left, and it looks like easy claps are in the building right now. We've seen these guys before, but they have a new teammates, and they're gonna start trying to make a move deeper into the ring. They got 45 seconds, and they got to be very careful. It's one of those things, if you're gonna be last to rotate, you're safe until you rotate. Once you start rotating, you're gonna have to take fights and get super aggressive. Luckily for them, it looks like they have a Valkyrie that she can call in her ultimate, get them out of this situation so they won't have to rotate through choke points. And as I say it, looks like they're going to be doing that. And a new feature is the Gibby bubble is a little higher. That way you can Valkyrie ultimate with Gibby at the same time. So they really changed the meta, helped the meta, which was a Gibby and Valkyrie, which is such a great combination. And now they added this amazing setup where you can officially use both of them without having to be in danger. So great stuff by Respawn. But man, oh man, I really wish they worked on crypto. I think that's gonna come later this season. I don't have insider information to tell y'all, but I'm hoping he gets the buff that I want. An automatic drone crypto is the dream. Let's hashtag that, buff crypto. With that in mind, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate everybody watching. This is gonna be a 3-hour event or less. This can end in 2 hours or shorter. Teams are trying to get to 50, and once they reach 50, they have to get first place. So sometimes these events can end in 2 hours. Sometimes it can go about 3. The longest these specific ones have went was about 4 hours. So I don't believe it'll last 4 hours today. I think it'll be fairly quick. We have some sharp teams who know what they're doing and are going to be very, very capable of handling their business. So let's go. It's going to be a good one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we are just getting started. So stay with me. Feel what I feel, man. The excitement and joy of Apex Legends. And I like Easy Clap right now. They are really trying to clean up this map. And they're searching for all the rats and all the players that they can to try to eliminate here, and you love it. And look at this Sentinel. This gun feels so good when you hit your shots with it, man. Oh man, another great gun that has the charge feature on it, and I really love it. And we are going to take a quick spin and check out another new team for you guys. See what they're doing over here on this side. And it looks like SDB is in the building. This is a new team. Once again, a lot of new teams. Specifically today, we have the older teams that you might know and love from our tournaments who are also going to be playing. But today, specifically, it's going to be a lot of new teams. And it was a honor and a privilege, and I'm grateful to have these new teams come on board and try to make a name for themselves and get out here. So checking what they can do with 6 teams left. Is still pretty early. Only the 4th round is closing. That means they got 2 more rounds before it really gets bad. But you know how this goes. Anything can happen in any second. It doesn't take very long to get something rolling. And we're going to see who are the top teams. And I want to switch this on over and get you guys a quick look to see what is going on with this team right now. Hunt and kill out here. HK getting some shots off and almost downing a player, and they're going to take their time and heal up and hold this choke point here. It's a nice place, but they still have to rotate, so they have to be extremely careful and find their spot. Remember, not everybody knows these maps. These are all brand new, not only to you or me, but to the actual players. Most times, you know, these guys know their spots and they know where to go. But today is a special day because everybody's trying to figure the game out and understand rotations, understand good cover spots, you know, and safe areas and things like this. And it takes a little bit of time and practice, but you can see these guys are playing very smart and very strategic. I like their placement. They have cover from above, so they don't have to worry about any type of bombardments, but they do have to rotate. And here they go. As they rotate, team is beaming on them from above. They're going to be in a tough spot here with a team above to the right and another behind them. Again, there's 6 teams still, so the fight is still very early, and we're gonna see the action kick off very shortly right here. As you can see, Team Blue getting some shots in, Arc Stars going out, and we're looking to see how it plays out. Valkyrie coming in clutch. I've talked about this numerous times. Once I've seen this map, Valkyrie will be critical on this map because it is very vertical heavy. There's a lot of places to go up or down on, and with the Valkyrie you can go up and down easily. So she will come in clutch for teams, and of course she has become a part of the meta more than ever since she released one of the best legends in the game. For me personally, top 5, but you go ahead in the chat, please tell me, who is your top 5? Who do you have as the best in Apex Legends? For me, again, Ashe is new, so we can't count her in. Let's not do that. But everybody else who we've seen already for multiple months, we can get a feel and say what we know. And talking about what we know right now, Team Blue using the brand new weapon, the car, and lighting it up and taking another team out. Only one team left. They're about to get third-partied. That team is starting to do their ambush, and really good job to survive and to rotate around. And it's a Valk versus a Valk. Shots being popped off, and wow, oh my goodness, amazing stuff by Team Blue. They are amazing right now, really laying in the work, and they're about to finish this off. It's only one player left versus one player. Excuse me, there's 2 players versus 1, and he's shooting, almost getting her. It's 2-on-1, and can he finish? And he swaps the shield. Folks, it might be one of those clutch moments. He has a chance, but he's given them too much time to heal up and gather, revive their teammates, and also shield swap. It doesn't take very long to shield swap. You can really do some damage. Look at these shots from top on high. Beautiful stuff right there with the flat line, and an amazing stuff by Call Me Tact. And man, they're just comfortable there with all 3 players revived, and they're going to be able to push him at any moment that they feel comfortable. He does have the high point, but they have the numbers. So this is all about how he plays this and where will he go to give up his high spot. There is a Valkyrie on the other team. He can lose this if she comes up as well and tries to push them. Now she's the only character with that vertical ability, so it's going to be interesting to see how this is playing out. And he gets up to the, now they're on the same playing field. This is where he might have a disadvantage, multiple players able to get to him, but he's doing incredible work right now. But he gets taken out. Easy claps with the easy win. Game number 1 in the books for the first qualifiers. My oh my, yes baby, yes, exactly what you would want to see in these matchups. A great start, and Team Easy Claps truly showcased how easy it could be. They got 2 of their players down. They were sitting very comfortable down below, healing up, forcing Team Blue to get out of their high ground as the ring closed. They had to find somewhere new to go and figure out what they wanted to do, and they did that perfectly here, slowly synergizing, taking their time, not rushing on this situation, and looking really, really, really good overall. And I'm loving what I'm seeing by Team Blue. They were in second place. They eliminated a lot of teams. They did a great job here. As you can see, 1 player versus the world, but it wasn't enough. When you have a team synergized together and pushing, it is very difficult to survive this scenario. No matter how great of a player you are in this scenario, it is very, very hard. And big props and respect right there. You talk about a great start to our tournaments, and man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. That was game 1 of what could be multiple games in our tournaments, and I'm with a smile on my face because we got everything we wanted right off the rip. We seen the new map, of course. We got to see the new weapon in action right now, non-stop. Then on top of that, we've seen a little bit, not enough, of Ashe being played. And we got to see more of Ash, and I'm going to pay attention to Ash if some players pick her on this next game or games that we have going forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. When everybody watching, we hope you guys are as excited as I was. It was a great first game. And remember, this is a big delay here, so anything you say on the chat, I won't see until later on. I do appreciate you guys for coming on board and hanging out. Thank you guys for the follows. Keep it rolling. We're going to keep it pushing and keep growing from there. It's been an amazing time, and we're going to go into game 2 as quickly as possible once we got the scores in. And of course, see the one you envy is controlling the scores and handling her job perfectly as usual. Very, very, very amazing work from her all the time. And, you know, we're blessed to have her on this team. So yes. With that in mind, guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out. We're going to get it right. If you want to reach me, hit me up on the Discord only. We do not have other places where I can manage during the tournaments, but we will get, you know, things going from there. I'm going to take a quick less than 2-minute break, and then we're going to start up game number 2, because this is just the start of the tournament, and we're going to keep the ball rolling from here on out. We're going to show you guys the layout for the future of Apex tournaments with us here at Core Battle Leagues. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. You are looking at one of the road maps without saying any details. Basically, we're going to have qualifiers all year long, all of November. We have the calendar that you can check out and see exactly what it's looking like for November. Today is the 2nd, and we are locked in and ready to go for the rest of the month every single week, and it's going to be a fun time. With that in mind, I'm going to remind you guys about how this format is working today, because everybody's asking. So the way it works is teams are trying to get to 50. All right. The only way to get to 50 is through placement points. The higher you place, the more points you get. As you can see here, 12 for first place, 9 points for second place, and so on and so on. Then on top of that, we have the eliminations. You can get 1 point for the first round for every elimination you do, 2 points for the second round, and then it multiplies 3 points for the third round, and it continues to build non-stop. And it's a really fun way to do this. And the reason we do this is because it is qualifiers and we want to keep the ball rolling, and it is on you guys to enjoy this as much as possible. When the majors and championships come, we go to a more traditional no multiplier setup. But this is the format so you guys can understand. Speaking of format, let's talk about that format score and see what we got for the scores at this time. Looking real good overall. We're gonna figure it out and go from there. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay tuned. We're about to show these leaderboards as we go. And ladies and gentlemen, here it is, just for you. What you've been waiting for. The first games are officially in. The first game is officially in, as you can see. Team Blue with 21 points, top of the deck. It was really incredible stuff. And right below them, Easy Claps was putting in work, and they got the job done overall. Of course, placements and kills all combine and go together. Really loving what I'm seeing from them. For any players that are watching this event, please go into our Discord and talk about event issues and things like that. We keep our streams specific for the audience to enjoy. They don't need to hear about servers or teammates or anything like that. So just a random quick note to the public out there. With that in mind, check it out. Hunt and Kill. Again, these are all brand new teams. All brand new teams that are coming on board and being a part of this. And I'm loving what I'm seeing. There's some veteran teams that we'll showcase on the next round, but you love to see all of these new teams. Hunt and Kill with 10 points, PG with another 10 points, World's Edge with 6, SDB with 4, SWAT Esports with 2, and then the Raven Delta and Alpha with 2, as well as the L3BC with 2. So you're seeing a lot of teams in the fight. All right, understand there is a multiplier, so this next round it'll be 2 points per elimination. You're going to start seeing teams who are at the bottom catch back up, and it continues to get crazy and really interesting as we go forward. So it should be a fun night, to say the least, and we will 100% get you guys in on the action as we go forward. So this is the scores. This is what's happening. We're going to go into game number 2 and enjoy ourselves as we go forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. Game 2 is starting shortly as we continue these events. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And everybody that's watching, I just want to do a quick note and break some things down and help you guys understand what is happening. So I am Mad Gamer, an independent content creator who has been hosting tournaments for about 6 years now, hundreds of tournaments a year. I give my day and nights to this, my life to this. I am not tied to any corporation. I do not have contracts with any of these corporations, whether it's EA, Respawn, or Konami, or anything like that. I am a content creator just like most of you who probably are playing or watching these events. And all I do is give my heart and soul and try to give you guys entertainment and joy. So I expect you to build with me. This is our movement. This is our games that we love. These are our events. They're not my events. I'm just the host who happens to put them together for the community. So you're just as much as a part of this. So hit me up on and get involved as we go forward. You are just as much as important as everybody else. Okay, so just note that, understand that that's how that works, and that I need you guys to show me support and be a part of my team. So contact me, message me, and let's talk about building together. Whether you're a content creator who wants to do casting, or maybe you want to do editing videos, or maybe you like to help on the Discord, or you want to, all of that is needed. This is a tough job to do it alone, so your support is definitely appreciated to get you a part of this. Okay, it's not to be like, oh, part-time or nothing. You'll be a part of the family, and we want to build and grow as a community. So you are valuable, and the players are the reason we do this, right? I'm a player myself, and that's why we host this. Just wanted to give you guys a quick personal message to tell you thank you, but also build, share this on social media so people can know what's going on. Connect with me to say, let's work together and get some things out there and build together from there in every single way. You might think I don't know what to do, right? But you do have capabilities. Any willing person is able to help in different situations. So feel free to just contact me, and we'll go from there. With that in mind, enough talk. We're going into game 2. It's been fun. Again, I'm going to give you guys a quick look at the leaderboards, and we're going to get going. We can't be stalling too long. People want to wait half hours. We can't wait half hours for teams. You show up on time, be ready, and play. That's your job. My job is to host the events and not make everybody else in the lobby wait for one person. So lock in. All the viewers want to enjoy this. Thank you for watching. We are officially rolling, and we're looking at game number 2 right now. These are the leaderboards, and I will come back to them as we watch the tournament. But let's just take a look into game number 2 on the new map. Hopefully we see some amazing, and we're gonna back out of here once again and take a look at the map freely. I want to just zoom around into these new locations. You can see there's a lot of variety and a lot of crazy play that could happen, and I'm very excited about that. As you can see, we can rotate around and give it a quick look. Apologies if it's too fast, but I want to zoom around the map a little. You got this outdoor island area. There's tons of stuff to look forward to in this map. It's gonna get interesting shortly, and the match just started, so we're gonna go ahead and jump in and see what's going down. It looks like PG about to get into it thick. We'll see. They're just pinging some items actually, and it looks like Team SWAT right next door about to take in this fight. See if they can get a nice arc star, one of my favorite throwables here. It's so satisfying when you stick someone with this thing. And they threw the arc star, but they did not land anything, so gotta be very, very careful. PG right next door. Not sure where they are, but there it is. They see them finally. Now they know they're inside, and they're probably gonna take this fight and try to win it It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out with these two teams going forward. Again, these are all new players, and it's one of the best parts about running tournaments and hosting these events. Everybody is welcome. And looking really, really solid right now. PG holding their ground, and they have a Caustic. One of the best things about Caustic is he's a winner. You play him if you're trying to win. You know, there's legends you'll play to goof around and kind of just show off maybe and things like that, but Caustic is strictly for the people who are trying to win. I believe he's one of those legends, just like Watson, and hopefully we'll see both them in today's events. And it looks like SWAT is about to get out of here using Ash's portal, and you know we love this thing. Very great stuff right here so far. And so far so good for PG. They kind of just pushed them back. But speaking of pushing them back, now they have a second team, a team we have not seen also. L3BC are in the building, and they're starting to push. And I love when I see throwables. My gosh, they get hit from a third-party situation, and they probably want to be smart here and back all the way off because they have two teams. And it's one of those things where you can get beamed by both teams and end up really down and out. So smart move by them, getting out of this situation, backing all the way off, and playing it smart right now, but also keeping an eye out. And he does have a longbow, baby, and you know this thing claps. It's going to be a really interesting situation that we'll see right here. As you know, top tier material. Good stuff by these teams. We're gonna go ahead and watch Team Blue as they start taking out some of the amazing wildlife. You have prowlers and spiders where you can upgrade your items. They end up upgrading your attachments and things like that. The more enemies you take out, the higher you can go, and you can really farm this if you really want to play it safe and not fight a team and do really good. So if you have a blue clip and you take out some spiders, there's a chance for a purple clip to come. And then if you have a purple, it will drop a yellow. And it's happened to me this morning when I first started playing Apex, trying it out. So this is just a tactic that you might want to use going forward. We're going to turn up the action so you can hear a little more from the players and go from there, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Starting off a bit slow, but that's how it works. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw an Ash in the works, and I want to see what her abilities are, and we're going to possibly see it right here. It's a great ability, but you have to use it strategically. It's one of those abilities that after you throw it, you have to throw grenades and throw other things at the same time to really do some damage. And it's easy to avoid, but once you get hit with it, it's a little bit of a dangerous scenario. So we'll see how the meta plays out and see what they'll do with her. Will they buff her, nerf her in some way? It'll depend on us and how we utilize all her abilities. Her ultimate's a lot of fun so far. It's the one thing that I've enjoyed the most about her. We're gonna see her at this moment. She looks like Team Chad W in the mix with two teams about to get rolling, and the boys laying down some shots, trying to figure it all out here. It's looking real good for Team Chad. They decided to rotate again. This is one of those smart moves. You don't always want to be stuck. Sometimes you want to rotate out of a fight, get yourself in better position, loot up a little better, prep yourself, and then get into it. And it looks like Team Chad decided to do that. So good on them as we go forward. A lot of teams rotating deeper into the ring. Of course, you know, these matches get hot and heavy as the rounds go. I love the slower pace starts. It showcases who can rotate better, who knows how to hold positions and things of that nature. As you can see right now, the boys are back in the building, getting some really good shots off with the triple take. It's back on the ground, and this thing was my favorite shotgun in the game. It is my favorite sniper slash shotgun. I was practicing before it went into the care package. I really loved using it as a shotgun. I really replaced my Eva 8, and I would rock, you know, a submachine gun and then the triple take, and that would be a fun way to play. If you practice enough, it's a decent shotgun. Just got to make sure you hit your shots. And beautiful shots here from long range. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now from the boys, and these guys have been around. Mr. Shine UK has played in a lot of our first season's tournaments not so long ago, and always performed very well, and is really active Apex Legends player. So it's good to see him back in the fight and starting off as best as he could. And right now it looks like they might get pushed. Nope, Valkyrie deciding to rotate out of there. Really smart move by them. And I kind of like this team. They have Watson and Ash, the two legends that I want to see the most, that had the most updates, the most buffs. You know, of course Ash is brand new, but Watson is pretty much a brand new legend. She's a lot more powerful than she's ever been, and I think we're gonna see her get used a lot more now, at least competitively. It's a smart move, and we will see shortly. So we're gonna rotate around and check out other teams to see who's in here in the fight. And as you can see right now, Raven Horizon popping off right now, cleaning up shop, but they're getting hit very hard. They got to be very careful, getting a little careless. And man, oh man, a Valkyrie chasing down the second Valkyrie and gets popped there. Last two players are alive right now. It's gonna be interesting. It looks like Team Alpha coming in and cleaning up shop. Wow, beautiful stuff here. Perfect third party scenario, and there's still a player alive. They got to be very careful. There he is, nowhere to go, all alone. Can he survive? No, he can't. The third party push perfectly done by Team Raven Alpha. And that's what you want to see. And these teams right here have been in our tournaments all last season. Okay, we've had multiple months of qualifiers, majors, and championships, and they came in and showcased their skills. The Raven clan as a whole are very strong in these Apex tournaments, and I'm really respecting what they're trying to do today and trying to make a move. As you can see right now, they got one player coming in trying to ape them and somehow escaping, and I'm liking what I'm seeing by Team Alpha here. And it's Team Horizon, another Raven clan, fighting them off and picking up their teammate's banner and trying to escape. It's a very difficult scenario when you're 1 versus 3 and you're just trying to survive, and they might just make it out of here, but this is an easy target situation. It's a great device to be able to rotate, but sometimes it can be the death of you because you can't control much of the movement when you're in the air. It's gonna land you in the same spot every time. Honestly, I would camp in those spots every once in a while to try to ambush a team if I could. Just an idea to give out to some players. You know, something random. As you can see right here, Team Horizon picking up one of their players at least. and now they're gonna try to continue to grow. With that in mind, I'm gonna rotate around and take a good look at Team L3, wiping out another player with that triple take. Loving it. As you can see, these prowlers right here, honestly, they drop attachment upgrades for all of your weapons, and you want to take all of them out. Any wildlife nests that you see, want to eliminate them so that you can get. And no way they get taken out by the boys. Amazing shots by, again, and this is might be the team to watch. Here we have Barton, Shine, and Figs all together trying to make a move. I'm loving this composition right here. Very different than what you will ever see. They don't have no Gibby, which is very rare, but it is fun to see a different play style. They have Ash and Watson and Valkyrie. This is a cool combination. This might be my favorite combination right now, just because Valkyrie is one of my favorite legends for this map. A lot of vertical areas, and then Ash, of course, is brand new, and Watson got a lot of upgrades. So we're gonna get to see more of these guys as we go forward. And we're looking at SD on the inside, scoping outside to the boys, but not taking any shots. So super interesting how that goes. And look at this Team Alpha rocking a Watson as well, getting some shots up with the triple take. Everybody's back in love with the triple take, and I love it. I love to see it. Alrighty, and right now Team Alpha getting some shots in from inside safely. This is a smart way to play. Just hold your ground, pick shots where you can, get some damage, farm your shield to evolve it to red, and then from there you'll be a lot more survivable compared to lower levels. So far so good, and they have a Watson so they can camp here, hold this position. Apex isn't a campy game. I know that's probably weird to say, but even with some of these legends who camp, you always end up having to rotate half the time, and it can get very, very interesting because the campy style players won't do as good as the ones who are surviving out in the open, like a Gibby. But it's a back and forth conversation because you want a mixture, and the right blend is very important. As we can see, I'm loving the fact that a lot of teams are using Valkyrie right now, as she is the best legend for this map, is what I've said. And I'm interested to hear everybody that's watching and see what you think about this map today and going forward. If you're watching this video later on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment and talk to me how you feel. If you don't like it, if you like it, please tell me why. I don't want to know if you don't or do like it unless you give me the exact reasons why, and help me see your point of view, because everybody has their own. For me, it's something new. I've enjoyed it so far. A lot of little variety, whether it's the prowlers and spiders upgrading my gear, or whether it's the brand new traversal through the jump towers. And oh my god, let's forget about that. R99 coming out right now. Team Alpha trying to put some work in and make a name for themselves right here. Can they do it? They're licking some good shots off, but they are getting pushed pretty hard. And if you don't finish this fight right away, you're gonna have the other 6 teams coming in for a third party push. And right now, this fight, this looks like it might last very long, the way these teams are holding their positions. And this could be very dangerous because they can be the third party that'll come in within 30 seconds. So you have to play it smart and be very, very careful about how you play this position. And we gonna see. I'm just gonna let this play out, and we're gonna keep it right here. I'm loving what I'm seeing by Team Alpha. They're doing a good job here suppressing the team, but That might not be enough, guys, because they can easily Valkyrie out or possibly, you know, rotate underneath and around. And here it is. The push begins with an R99 and a flat line. I love this combination. R99, one of the best DPS guns in the game. And great shots here. Perfectly done right now. Team Alpha surviving this scenario, but still hurting pretty bad. They just got ambushed from below. And they got to be very, very careful. It looks like their Loba is escaping out of there, and she does really good job by her to get out. And now what they want to do, they don't want to chase her. They want to actually revive their teammate and then group back up. They already got their other teammates down. So, but they are rotating out without their partner, and that is tough. But Team Alpha still on the hunt here, with Team Delta just barely surviving that situation. The Raven Clan are strong today, coming in hot and heavy. We love that, and we hope that they get some recognition. A lot of these esports come in and check out our players and teams. Understand, we're not trying to keep these players for ourselves or anything like that. We don't have deals or contracts with anybody. We allow these players to network and grow. So please reach out and contact a player or a team that you want to recruit, you want to hire for your esports team. Feel free to reach out to them, tell them you love what you saw today. This is why I do it. A part of what I do is build platforms for others. So feel free to get that rolling. With that in mind, man, oh man, this Valkyrie is top tier. I already told you guys I love her for this map, but I just love Valkyrie in general, honestly. And I think people are sleeping on her. A friend of mine said yesterday, I don't know about Valkyrie. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Okay, there's 3 teams. Team Blue sitting up right on the ring, all while Team Alpha is currently fighting against Hunt and Kill. So Hunt and Kill and Team Alpha both going at it, as you can see right here. This is a tough scenario. But guess what? Guess what? The best team, at least the best advantage, is going to Team Blue. They're holding the choke points and pushing teams back. They can gate everybody off right now. This is going to be an incredible scenario for them if they can do it. And so far, so good for Team Blue. They're going to keep trying to hold back these 2 teams. The problem with gating people off at times is multiple teams will know you're doing this and they can push you. So that's what's happening to Team Blue right this moment. And they don't have the best advantage, but they are taking Ash's portal, guys. We get to see it in action, and I told you guys that portal is perfect to be able to get out of sticky situations. A very simple portal. You just gotta pop it and your teammates can pass through. It's a one-way portal, but it's more than enough. And right now, Team Blue holding the high ground, in the best position for the moment, while the other 2 teams kind of fight each other off, as Team Alpha is doing a good job to eliminate Team Hunt and Kill. So good stuff right here. Perfectly done by Team Alpha. Only 2 players on Team Alpha. It's looking really good for Team Blue. Look at this beautiful shot right now. The longbow. Perfectly done. And right now it looks like Team Blue are just going to win off of smart placement and positioning. And this is what you want to see. Strategic play. It's not all about run and gun aping everybody. Sometimes you just got to play smart. And they're doing a good job right now. They're going to take out the last team. They're getting very aggressive here. And there it is. Team Blue with the win, showing you exactly how to get it done perfectly. And that's why I love Apex. It's a lot of fun times, a lot of great combat, but some very, very skilled patience and positioning the PPs, triple P, patience, patience, positioning, and precision. As we're going to watch the finale here, we see Alpha was doing a very, very good job here eliminating one of the last three teams. Hunt and Kill was on their last limb. But the best part about this was the team to beat, the team to watch out for was Team Blue. They were sitting in the back watching all this action and not worrying about trying to get the most kills, because if they get the win, they're going to get 12 points for the win. So doing a really good job showcasing patience first and not being super aggressive about it and being smart about how they play this perfectly. And I love it. And I think this is exactly what you want to see from top tier teams. The patience and having the right position, and then the precision to be able to strike. And I'm not sure if that's a quote, guys, but you can quote me on that one. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Please, in the chat, type CBL. That's Court Battle League. CBL in the chat if you've been enjoying this tournament. We got game 2 officially in the books now. And man, oh man, that was a great game, number 2. Props and respect to Team Blue for doing what it do in game 2. And man, we are excited. It's been a good one so far. We getting to see a little more Ash and play with her portal, with that rotation is lovely. I need to see her tactical be used more. I need to see her passive be used more, which her passive is kind of very, very cool. If you ever seen what it does, it's very, very, very specific, and it's more about information, and I like that. I think it could be a fun time if we had that, and we'll see how that works out. With that in mind, we're gonna go ahead and explain to you guys again so everybody can know what's going on and hopefully get the scores up as quick as possible. Well, let's break down the format and everything you can expect for today. So these formats are pretty simple. All of these teams are fighting for points. First team to get to 50 has a chance to win it all, because that's when they become eligible. They have reached the 50 point, the match point threshold, which is 50. And that makes them eligible to win it all, but they have to get first place after reaching the match point. So until the teams reach 50, there will not be a winner or a possible winner. So that means we can go 4 games, 5 games. Who knows how many games we can go. The way you score points is through placement and eliminations. Eliminations have a multiplier. So the first round is 1 point, second round is 2 points. We're going into the third round, which means it'll be 3 points per elimination. And man, oh man, it's gonna be a fun time to see what's next in these events. We have some great teams, some really star players, and some star teams who are showcasing the best of Apex already. And I'm very impressed by most of these teams, and just so good, so good. And speaking of so good, let's go right into the so good leaderboards. The only thing you care about is these leaderboards right here. Just like me, this is where you see who are the top dogs and who has control of the game so far. And right now, as we saw on that last game, Team ODU Blue killing it. Amazing stuff. I just had to take a pause, guys. I'm speechless. 57 points. Wow. We're literally going into game 3, and they already have got to match point. The rare thing that happens once in a while. getting to match point this fast. This only tells us that Team Blue has top tier players and they are incredible. You gotta love what you see there from them. But I will say, from game 3 on, the multiplier keeps getting higher. In round 3, you will get 3 points per elimination. So you can catch right back up. Look at these teams right below them. Raven Alpha with 29. Hunt and Kill with 23. Easy Claps with 20. Chad W with 20. World's Edge with 11. PG with 11. SDBD with 9. Raven Delta with 8. And L3BC with 8 as well. As you can see, all the rest of the teams on the second half are trying to climb up. It is not an easy task, but I can promise you one of these lower level teams will have a crazy game and we will see one of them climb up from the bottom of the bracket all the way to the top. We've seen it a lot, and I predict that that will happen now because we have teams like Horizon, The Boys, SWAT Esports, Raven Omega, and so on that can really get something rolling. And speaking of rolling, we're going to get this next game rolling right now. We ain't going to keep you guys waiting long, and we want to keep it pushing because we do have a lot of games to go. Okay, well, maybe not. Just so you guys know, I want to slow this down. Team ODU Blue is the only team eligible to win this tournament right now in this next game. So all of these other teams want to eliminate them as fast as possible. If they don't and ODU Blue wins and gets first place, they also win the tournament and our night is pretty much over, besides some cool announcements and break things down at the end of the stream. Okay, with that in mind, ODU Blue has to be first place, or if one of the teams eliminates them, we will get another game. And until somebody who reaches 50 gets first place overall, the only way to win is to get first place overall after you reach 50. So this is their chance, and of course the rest of the lobby has a chance to keep this lobby alive by taking out ODU Blue. So anybody watching, depending on what team you're rooting for, you know, this could get interesting. Either way, it is interesting for the viewers who aren't rooting for somebody, because now we know the possibilities are endless. Should be a fun match. Again, going into game number 3 with a little bit of a worry here about, can the teams eliminate Team Blue? They've performed so well. It's a scary sight to see when a team is this good, but it is very possible. So we gonna see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and we're gonna go right into game number 3. Again, the only team that's eligible to win it all is Team Blue. And we're going to keep an eye on them throughout the tournament, of course. But you got to love what you see from Team Blue. And we're going to take a look around the map as we go and see all this new map and locations. And it just looks really good. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it so far. As we look at Team Blue take the edge of the map, looking like they're going west here. And you like that idea. This just means they're going to play it smart, loot up, and then slowly rotate into the ring and take care of business. The reason I like this spot, if we take a second and just look at the map, all right, you have a lot of great things happening here. And from the wildlife nest, then of course you have a vehicle, you can farm all these areas. It's a very good location, to say the least. And we're going to kind of just look around and check out the new legend in third person, something that we do once in a while when we want to see some of these really cool skins and animations from Apex. As you can see right now, she's looking really sharp. Look at her legs. Are you kidding me? This is a bad ass skin. And I don't know if that's a bad word on stream. Apologies, kids. Badass? Is that bad? I gotta learn about what's rated PG or not. I'm a PG streamer. So she's looking really good. Like, look at this thing. I'm loving this outfit specifically more than anything. And you know, they have tons of outfits, but that's pretty fly right there. And I'm gonna definitely be playing Ashe for 2 weeks. I always give the legends 2 weeks when they first release to see how they feel and if they become one of my favorites or not. For example, Valkyrie is one of my top favorites. Seer, not so much. I enjoy playing him and he's very critical, but I would prefer to play Valkyrie over Seer. And as you can see here, I'm just checking it all out and I've not seen all these animations myself. So you're getting, for the first time ever as well, third person Apex Legends. And there was a time I was going to host a tournament in third person to see how you guys feel. It is not the best in some scenarios, like indoors it is very difficult, but outdoors it looks really great. As you can see, she just used her tactical and you gotta love it. Let's pay close attention here to Team Blue, already in the fight. This is the team to beat and they are pushing the pace and attacking a team, and beautiful shots with the flatline. I've said it many times, the flatline is better than the R301 if you know how to use it. R301 is the most reliable and easiest weapon to use, but the flatline has the most damage, the bigger clip, can really do great things if you practice the recoil. And great shots right there by the effect. Great stuff. Team Blue, just honestly speaking, I don't want to make this a showcase about them, but they have come in first timers, putting in work together. It's the first time we see these guys and we don't know who they truly are. Maybe they are some pro players hiding in accounts and we're gonna have to investigate on that, and it's okay if they are. We love all pro players, we love amateurs, but these guys right now have been taking care of the lobby. They wiped out a team right there in less than 10 seconds from the start of that. So I mean, you're talking about just great play so far by these guys. And we're gonna go back into Ashe and just showcase her outfit, man. And I do love it. Some of my favorite colors is gray, red, black, all blended together, looking real good. All right, so right next door to them looks like Team Delta is very close by, as well as Team Alpha. So multiple teams in the vicinity. And yep, and here it is. It might pick a fight right now. I'm gonna see if they bump heads or how this plays out. I love it when teams accidentally bump into each other. You never know what could happen here. As you can see, this is one of those things where you can get very targeted. Imagine somebody with a Kraber as you jump. Can be a very dangerous thing. So taking that jump pad is very difficult. So 11 teams left. Team Delta suppressing a team, doing a good job there, pushing them back and just holding it off at the moment. And that's solid work by them. And right now, Team Alpha seeing Team Delta and spotting them and looking to lay some shots in. I love Valkyrie's tactical there. It's just a good one to start a fight. And right now, Team Alpha doesn't want to go down there and give up their best position. If they do, they're going to be in trouble. But if they can down one of their other players, then they can make the push. But you don't force a push if you don't have the advantage. So Alpha has to be very careful about what they do here and how they play this, giving up their high ground. We'd like to thank everybody for watching. We appreciate you guys and we hope you are enjoying this. There is a 5-minute delay, so if I didn't get to your comment, it's because there is a 5-minute delay. With that said, I'm not reading every comment, but we're trying to keep it within the games. And we have a player predicting that Team Blue will close it out. It's very possible. They are actually super impressive, and I want to contact their team after this game to see who they are and get a profile on these guys to learn more. And we're watching one of the many holes on the ground that take you to another level. Very interesting setups here. They have a lot of these small little things that can happen, and it's pretty interesting stuff. And we're looking at Team Blue right in the area of Team Alpha. They might actually get into a fight right now. Team Blue waiting to strike, and they're continuously playing aggressive even though they can win this game. We will see. With that in mind, the championship rounds, we will be talking more on the specific dates. We do have a plan already in motion, and we have it somewhat set. All of November, you're getting qualifiers. December as well, there'll be qualifiers. Remember, these are the holidays, so we're going to basically run 3 weeks of tournaments, then give you the week off for holidays. We understand everybody wants to enjoy themselves, and we want to enjoy ourselves too. So we're going to take a little time off during Christmas, a little bit, and do maybe one event during Christmas week and one event during Christmas Thanksgiving. But we'll talk more about that in a second. Team Blue right here in a fight with a team trying to get in with this new Watson buff. Let's check out from the inside. One of their players just wiping out everybody and just looking goatish. It's incredible how good Team Blue is, and you gotta respect them drastically. But yeah, so we have tons, and I mean tons, of great events planned. I sat down with See the One You Envy, and I kind of gave her the roadmap of what I wanted, and I made sure that she could help during those times too, because she's my only official partner in crime in this. And basically, of course, there's Jasenia, who helps on the Discord. She's always been supportive, but See the One You Envy is my number one for scoreboards, so I needed to make sure she could make all the events. We have over 10 events this week, then we have, I mean this month, and then we have another possible 10 for next month of December. And then after that, on January, the majors and championship rounds will happen pretty much. So with that in mind, the chat said that I can't say the A word. I didn't know. I mean, forgive them, for they know not what they do. What is a bad word? I would think anything with bad intentions. When I call someone smarty, it's usually not a compliment. It's usually because they're being bad, let's just say. Being a dumb. So if I call you smarty, it's just like cursing at you. You know what I mean? The intentions are important. It's just my opinion. My personal opinion. We're gonna rotate around and try to look for these teams and see what is going on with the action. As we see right now, Horizon did get into a fight and they lost a player. They're gonna try to heal up here, and they got to be very careful. And their player Junior is down, but is he out? I like Team Hunt and Kill, man. They've been doing a really good job. And right now, SWAT was a team that we loved in the first game. I'm sorry, the second game. But get 2 of their players eliminated. Now they're ratting it out. Team Chad is crossing their path. It's one of those things where when you rotate around the camera, you're looking at different teams and you're seeing them close by next to each other. It is fun stuff. As you can see right here, I'll showcase some of the players on the map. so you guys can get a quick look on where everything is. And Team Chad taking care of business, holding the high ground, smart move. Team Hunt and Kill right next door, playing it smart and safe and trying to take care of business themselves. We appreciate everybody that's hanging out and enjoying this. It's been a good run so far with all the new teams. It's the most impressive part is there's new teams that are really performing extremely well. And that's what you want to see, because that means they have a future in the competitive scene and they can really make a name for themselves. And then you have the veteran teams who are also right in the hunt. Raven Alpha, who's been around for a very long time and very professional team, also in the hunt in second place. So a lot of good teams, to say the least. As you can see right here, Team Blue just camping it out right now, holding their position. Then you have, of course, the boys putting in work right now. This is one of the best things to do, is to farm these wildlife nests so that you can get upgrades to your gear. It's not going to be double upgrades. It's going to be one level above what you have. And it's very smart to do that. And then you end up with good attachments, and then you're ready to fight long game. But man, oh man, so far so good. We're not seeing a lot of action from the Team Blue. They've been camping it out most of the game, but they did just bump into a team, and we're going to go ahead and watch them shortly and see what they have going on. There's still 10 teams in this lobby right now, and we're going to rotate around to Team Blue, who seen a team and was in the middle of a fight right here as they push the team off just a little bit. And Valkyrie, again, if you look at the map and you see the certain scenarios, there's a lot of high ground areas where you can climb up with Valkyrie the fastest. She's the most natural vertical player. Of course, there's Horizon with her Q. There's Octane with his jump pad, and there's many legends that can get you up higher, but Valkyrie does it with her passive easily, getting anywhere she pleases. And speaking of that, look at this, Team Blue taking down one of Raven's players, and man, oh man, that is not a good look for Raven. They lose one, and the shots continue to rain, and perfectly done right here with the R301, beaming some shots and also missing a bunch, but good stuff right here. Confident enough to loot up at the same time. There's 3 teams in this area at the same time in front of them, and then 2 teams behind them. So they're gonna rush out towards behind them to try to gate off a team that's coming in, trying to play smart here and strategic and take their time, which is a very, very, very smart thing to do. But they are facing very difficult odds with the teams in front of them as well. So they're gonna have to be extremely careful, and there's still a lot of top teams in the lobby. And right now, looking really good. I'm loving what I'm seeing from these guys right now. Perfectly done by Team Blue, still in charge and taking out possibly a rat here. Looks like he's all alone, and nope, he's not alone. And now Team Blue taking out another player and just continuing their reign of dominance. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, these teams like Raven Alpha and so much more, feel free to contact them and sign them. When we run our esports events, we're not making players sign with us. We don't have an official esports team. We are an esports organization that hosts the tournaments. We'll run events for players. We're giving them a platform to showcase their talents. That's what we do here. So feel free to contact these guys yourself or hit me up and ask me, and I'll get you in touch with them through the Discord, through Twitter, because they deserve it. Teams like Team Blue, Team Raven Alpha, and so much more. The teams that we know and love, and these new teams like Team Blue, who I have not seen before, but today they are coming out guns blazing. And speaking about guns blazing, look at this. Team Delta going at it against one of their peers, Horizon versus Team Delta, two Raven clans. And again, Raven Clan has multiple teams, and they continue to grow and build their clan as they go forward. And this is what you want to see. And right now, Team Delta hurting pretty bad, and it looks like Horizon's going to finish the job very shortly here. Perfectly done by them, but they got to be careful. There's teams right outside trying to give you bombard them, and so much more going on. And oh my goodness, look who it is knocking on the door, folks. Team Blue coming in saying we can't watch nobody else. Just as I try to watch another team, Team Blue wants to take all the shine and take the spotlight away. Just when I thought Team Horizon was gonna control things, Team Blue comes in, pushes them back, and does an amazing job here to just tell everybody in the server, this is our house. We rule here. And man, oh man, I love what I'm seeing by them, and I gotta respect this. And you have a lot of confident, great players, but they are pushing all of the players back. Anytime a team comes face to face against Blue, they meet their death, and it's been an incredible performance by far. I'm very excited and thrilled to have these guys, honored to have these type of play right now. The synergy, the amazing gunplay and positioning that we've seen from Team Blue so far. I mean, they're invincible. And of course, I say that, but it's possible that they can get hit with a third party or just a surprise ambush that can take them out. And they're trying to find new angles through these windows. I'm loving it right now. Perfectly done right here. As you can see, Horizon is going to be incredible. I've said it over and over all week when I seen this new map. She will be incredible, and at the moment she's doing a good job getting in and out of situations, making the opposite team uncomfortable over and over. And it's just perfect stuff right now by Team Blue. Somehow they're not getting third party in this situation. If I was the other team, I would chase them down right away. And you gotta love what you're seeing, man. Respect. I got nothing but respect for these guys. Like, the amount of sheer skill overall together as a team has been incredible. As you can see, they rotate when they need to. They're holding positions when they need to. They took the best position in the game, which is this one right here. Now they're going to move deeper into the ring. They're going to have a hard time now, and could they make it through while all these other teams are going to be aiming for them? There's 7 teams in total. 7 teams in total, and they all want Blue to go down. We might see Blue win this whole thing, or will somebody in the lobby save this game? That is the question, is getting real right now. This is the best part of match point. The one team that can win this all has to get first place. Team Blue, the team we're watching right now. But everybody else in the lobby can shut that down and save the tournament and give us a game 4. It is too early. It's only the season opener. Please don't finish this now, or maybe finish it in the greatest fashion that we've ever seen in Apex Legends. As we see right now, Team Blue in a very tight situation. 2 teams beaming on them from 2 different sides. Will they find a way to push their way into the scenario and get themselves a chance? And you can see right here, Ash's portal getting used. I love that portal so much already, man. I can't wait to play more. I'm gonna play tonight. I'm gonna probably not sleep and be exhausted, but man, her portal is so good. You've seen it save them right now, getting them back into a safe ground. And man, oh man, they're not even in trouble right now. The teams are fighting each other. They're busy. We're going to rotate around and just take a quick look so you can see what is happening. As you see Team Chad right next door with Horizon down below, and Team Chad above. So this 2 teams might end up fighting each other, but we don't know who has the advantage here, because once the map starts closing, that's when we find out what is really going to happen. We will zoom back in to Team Blue, but right now there's only 4 teams. The boys with a Kraber, they can put up some shots and save this lobby right now, or will they focus on a different team? As you see, they're rotating deeper into the ring, and they look like they're going to be fighting Team Chad, and nobody's paying attention to the team to beat at this very moment. And man, oh man, we are going to see how this plays out. And there it is. I think they found the team that they need to take out, and if they can get just one Kraber shot in, and there it is, the Kraber shot is in. They're gonna push the pace. Can they take out Team Blue? It's looking like the boys are the ones to do so. Can they get it done? Shots being rained off, and perfectly last player on Team Blue. It's about to go down. Can he finish? Oh no! Team Blue survives against the boys, and somehow they are the last team with another team, Chad, about to fight them off, and they might revive right here and might have a chance. And they got to be very careful. They got to go and take this fight, but they also want to pick up their teammates so they can have 3-on-1. Right now it is a 2-on-2 match. This is the grand finale. What a way to get this going. Could it be the end of the first tournament of today with Team Blue showcasing top tier material? I'm telling you, Watson right now is looking really good, shooting all the projectiles, saving them for the moment, and now they have a chance to get in and finish this fight. They're gonna take their time. It's 3-on-2, and they make the push, and here it is, and there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. ODU, incredible finish. You talk about grand finale. ODU came out on top, reigning as the champions of today's tournaments in only 3 games. They made it to 50 in 2 games. Then they won it all in the 3rd game in great fashion. And man, oh man, OD Black on top. Great stuff by Team Blue. I'm loving what I'm seeing. You talk about the best performances that you can see. We're going to go ahead and show you this replay right here. First and foremost, right before this fight here, they just eliminated 2 teams. Okay, they gave us a show, and then they had 1 team left. It was a 2-on-2, but they got to revive their 3rd player by suppressing the other team back and forth while reviving their teammates. You can see here some shots being rained off, trying to get some shots in to just keep the team back, and doing a really good job. And you saw this team get super aggressive. They had the chance to save the lobby, man. Almost got it done. But man, oh man, an incredible performance by ODU Blue. Looking really good. And man, oh man, the performance of the night. Incredible stuff right here. And this is how you want your tournaments to go. You want to finish with a bang. You want to showcase some greatness. And that's exactly what we did. We had the top tier team come in, and now they officially qualify for the majors, and they're officially in. But guess what? It is not over, folks. It is not over yet. Let's congratulate ODU Team Blue for showcasing everything that they had. They really came out and put on a show. We had a spectacular performance by these guys, and I'm so thrilled and excited to bring this to you guys. Man, what a night. Just the beginning of our tournaments, and it was a great start by ODU Blue. Man, put some respect on their name. But guess what? It's not over, because we have to talk about a couple of things, as well as display the scoreboards and explain the second part of what we got going on for the near future. These players who are in the top 3 can qualify for a majors, and we're gonna see that shortly. So should be very interesting, and I'm super excited about it. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our schedule before we go any further, and I break everything down, show you the leaderboards, and really do the grand finale conversation going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to support this by following, by liking, subscribing, by sharing this, by messaging me and saying, hey man, what can I do to help? That's all you got to do. You say, what can you do to help? And I'll tell you a million things you can do to help us out and be a part of this. Okay. This week on Thursday, we have another one of these tournaments. And then Saturday as well, we actually have the Extra Life charity tournament, which is basically raising money for the Children's Hospital. And then there's tons and tons of other events throughout the month. So feel free to get in and get involved. You can get yourself in as a player, or you can help us out with these events. Personal preference. Go right ahead, man. We are grateful and thankful to have you guys. All right. Thank y'all so much. So that being said, it was a blast, and it was literally a blast from the ODU Blue. Really, really, really incredible performance. Feel free to jump on this schedule and get yourself involved. I'm going to go ahead and explain right before I show the scoreboards. I'm waiting on See the One You Envy to give me the confirmation on the scores on this last game. It looks like they're in officially. So the way this works is, as you can see here, there's community qualifiers. Anybody and everybody can sign up through our Discord, get into this event just like today, and get yourself a chance to compete and get yourself in. If you win, just like ODU did, you can go into the majors. From the majors, you have to compete and enter to the championships. That's pretty much simple. There's a lot more details that we'll break it down, and we'll have a lot of breakdowns on those in the near future, but that's how it goes. So for now, you have all of November to qualify. So come on in, sign up, get yourself involved, and enjoy this with us. Man, I enjoyed that one. I did not expect to have a blowout team compete in that fashion, but we did have that, and I'm super, super blessed to be your host today to showcase it to you. With that in mind, talking about showcase, ODU Blue with 108 points. That is a whole lot of points, guys. And on top of the 108 points, they won the tournament. All right, there's difference from winning and getting a lot of points. The team with the highest points don't always win. It's really about who gets to 50 and then who gets first place right after. So ODBU could have lost that game, and we would have kept playing, and other teams would have had a chance to win it all. But since they won and got first place, they are today's official champions. All it takes is to get to 50 and then get first place right after. So it was a great display from them. But I do want to explain some things here. As you can see, team number 2 and team 3 both are pre-qualified. And what does that mean? We're going to have a pre-majors, a play-in for the majors. Basically, these top teams, the top 3 teams, can play into the majors. Team Blue has made it into the majors, but Team Chad and the boys are currently hoping that they can make it out of the tournament for the play-in. So it's going to be all the teams accumulated together that became the top 3, and they have to play to get into the majors. So Chad and the boys will both be competing and we'll continue to accumulate more second and third place teams, and then they will all face off against each other at the end of the qualifiers, and then they'll have to battle against each other to see who wins. Should be a fun night. I would like to congratulate those 3 teams, but also like to thank every team that's come on board. Raven Alpha came out and gave us 30 points with an incredible performance, really lighting it up on that second game. Then you had Hunt and Kill go crazy with 28 points. They were a fun team to watch, very spectacular. And then you had Raven Horizon. They were really pushing the pace and controlling certain areas. I liked what I saw from them. And we saw Easy Claps winning at the beginning, but still not getting enough after that to get to 50. But they did a great job to showcase that they belong in the fight. Of course, Team PG with 18 points, Raven Delta with 12, World's Edge with 12, L3 BC with 11, SDBD with 10, Raven Omega with 6, SWAT with 5, and man, oh man, it was a good night. I am super grateful. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Man, I can't wait for Thursday. Man, these go by too fast. I can literally run another tournament right now and just keep it rolling. But what I am going to do is play some Apex in a couple of minutes, guys. So I will be streaming again